What the heck was the name of that? Under input. Alright, so now we access the element right here, and what we want to do is we want to set the inner HTML equal to, and the inner HTML is basically the HTML in between the divs. So it basically, the inner HTML is the stuff that shows on the web page. So we can either set this to, the message itself, but what I want to do is I actually want to color this blue. So let me go ahead and word wrap this. Span, and this is a CSS. If you don't know CSS, then just go ahead and copy me. Style equals color blue. And I word wrap this, so this is actually all on one line. I just moved it down so it would be easier to see for you guys in the tutorial. So basically, we want to create the message, and now the message is going to be colored blue once I end the span tag. Right like that. Alright, so that's basically what we're doing, and actually, I'm just going to go ahead and code the rest of this, and then I'm going to talk you guys through it. Set timeout, and if else. Now remember, this is what's supposed to happen. This is what happens when you successfully communicate. Else, if something went wrong, then just go ahead and alert, just something stupid like something went wrong. How clever is that? Alright, so now I'm done. Our program is complete. So one more time, remember that this function is basically what's going to be called whenever we get a request, or excuse me, whenever we get a response back from the server. The first thing that we do is check for errors, and hopefully we don't have any of those. If we do, then we're just going to go ahead and let the user know that we had an error. And after that, we're pretty much grabbing and dissecting the XML document that was generated by our PHP file, and we pretty much take the message that was in between the response tags, and we put it in between span, just to color it blue, and we set the document on our HTML file, which was this right here. We set the inner HTML, which is basically the part that shows to the user, we set it equal to that blue colored message. Now after this, we just want to, a little pause before we do it again, because we don't want it to communicate with our server like bam, 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 like every single millisecond, or else, it would be a waste of server space or be very taxing on our server. So what we do is we wait a second. So basically, whenever we're running this program, it's not going to check for everything every millisecond. What it's going to do is it's going to wait a second, check your server. Wait a second, communicate with your server. Wait a second, communicate with your server. And that is kind of the better way to do things. Alright, so now this is complete, and in the next tutorial, we're going to be running through it, and I'm going to be talking through it one last time, very briefly, just now that we understand how everything works. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.